Hello! It's been a long time. It is Sunday, August 26, 2018. I have not recorded in a long time because it is frankly hard to record because I don't feel very good about my weight. In fact, I feel crappy about it, but oh well. The struggle. Let's see. I am having a really great summer after all. My last video, I think, said it's anemia. I have been struggling for a year with rebuilding what I thought was rebuilding my cardio and stamina. I was able to rebuild my strength. It took about 6 months or 8 months to get my strength back after my last bodybuilding competition in 2017. But my cardio just did not come back. I thought I was too fat and I was really down on myself, and I finally went to the doctor after 2 years of not going to the doctor because I'm always super healthy, and getting my blood checked, and it turned out I was anemic. I don't know how much I said in my last video. I'm talking kind of quiet because I don't want my neighbors to hear. So, I was anemic. Women's hemoglobin is supposed to be around 12 or 13 as a low end of normal, and mine was a 6. And the doctor's office called and they said, "Are you okay?" And I was laying in bed because it was my bedtime. I'm like, yeah, as long as I don't try to move, I'm fine. But when I tried to walk, I was out of breath. My heart pounded. I felt like I was going to die. I was worried I'd done myself in. But turned out I was super anemic because of pre-menopause, it turns out. I did get, this is too much information, sort of, if you're a guy. I got some tests, an endometrial test to see if I had cancer. And my gynecologist, she said, no, it was good. That was good. And then we did a vaginal ultrasound. And they thought they saw a big, huge fibroid in my uterus, which really upset me because I've never had any problems at all in terms of health. So I was really upset about that. They said they couldn't do anything because I'm too old, and at my age, at 54, the only thing they do is give you a hysterectomy. Well, women always get hysterectomies. It's been going on for decades. As far as I remember, they've been giving women too many hysterectomies, and I was like, I don't want a hysterectomy. I don't want parts of me yanked out. So I was really upset about that. And I did restart my birth control after 2 years of thinking I wanted to give my body a break, but I had so much period bleeding that I couldn't take it anymore. So that's why I originally went back to the doctor, was to get back on birth control to stop these ridiculous menstrual cycles that were just horrifically too much bleeding, obnoxious, ruin your life. So when she said she found a fibroid, I thought, well, that kind of makes sense. Maybe that's why I've been bleeding so much. But then I started freaking out. I went back on birth control. They said when you go into menopause, the fibroids shrink. So I was worried if I take birth control, it's going to grow more. So I went back to my doctor to ask questions a couple weeks later after the ultrasound. And she said, well, maybe it's not a fibroid. Maybe it's this other condition where things are just uneven. Doesn't sound like a big deal. And I'm like, you were going to yank my uterus out not knowing? You can tell by an MRI, but MRIs are really expensive. Great, Women's health is not what it should be in this country. So we didn't do an MRI because it's too expensive. so far. But I don't know. Probably have to pay out of my pocket. I don't know. We decided, she said, birth control won't make it bigger. It may not be a fibroid. And I'm going back in December for an annual exam. So we'll redo the ultrasound, see what's happening. In the meantime, I'm going to stay on my birth control, which I take continuously. So I don't even have a period, because why? It's just obnoxious. And so I don't have to worry about that. And we'll go from there. So that's what we decided. And ever since that follow-up, where I just went in and asked a bunch of questions, I've been much more relieved. So I'm back on birth control. I still spot, but I've been working on building up my iron. So I went to a blood doctor to make sure I don't have some weird cancer, which is causing anemia. Fortunately, we didn't think so. So it was just this premenopausal bleeding. Because what happened is, my gynecologist said you should start taking 325 milligram pills of iron 3 times a day for the anemia. So I started doing that. When I got to the blood doctor, I was already at 6.2 from 6.0. 2 weeks later, at a follow-up of the blood doctor, I was at 8.8, which I was super happy about. So that said, I'm normal. I'm absorbing the iron, and everything's good from there. And then when I went back to my gynecologist to ask those questions, I was up to, I think, a 13, which is in the normal range. So, yay! I'm super happy. Back up to normal range. I'm still taking 1 iron pill a day, and we'll get it all sorted out. So the good news is, I think my iron level should be normal now, and things are okay. It was very scary, though. I wasn't sure what was going to happen to me. So everything is good. Watch out if you bleed heavy. Since then, I've been talking to all my women friends, and everybody my age, 54, 55, goes through that same thing of just premenopausal heavy bleeding, which is really obnoxious. So if you're having that, make sure you get iron in you. And go to your doctors. So the good news is, I'm not anemic now, and I'm working on getting my cardio fitness back. Still have a ways to go. I wasn't able to run at all. I couldn't even hardly walk with the anemia. I'm back to run walks and working on getting my running fitness back slowly. I'm 54. I'll be 55 next month, so things are slow when I'm at that age. So anyway, I'm just giving myself a break and taking things slow. I still go work out at the gym 5 days a week, mostly. Sometimes I give myself a day off when I'm tired. I'm back in CrossFit now with my personal trainer once a week, which is awesome and terrible at the same time. I'm sure it saves my life. I'm sure it helps me out. And it's helped me get back on track. So she's helping me out get back on track, building up my fitness again, which is really great. And then I still do my run walks once a week with Muffin at our local park. And I've been doing that for years now, and I just keep going whether I can walk or not, run or not. I just walk. If I can't run, I try to run a little bit. And that's been really great. So yesterday, Muffin and I went and we walk, even though I didn't think I would run at all after CrossFit, which was really horrible workout Friday. But I did run some and walk some and had a great time. I'm super grateful to be able to move again and be able to walk up hills again and run a little. I'm entering 5Ks again, even though I did one last week and ran half halfway, 1.5 miles, and then walked with Muffin the rest of the way. And today we're doing a 5K, so it's getting better. So I'm entering 5Ks again. So that's really great. I'm not dieting, which I want to be, but I guess I don't want to be because I'm not. I'm way too heavy. I'm really sad about that. My cute clothes don't fit. I hate that. I guess we'll see what happens with that, where I end up. I feel good about my strength. I feel strong, but I'm way too fat, so that's sad. Super grateful for my health. I've had a fun summer after I started taking iron. I started learning doing some stand-up paddleboarding, which I've wanted to do this summer, and I've been doing that a few times on the weekends, and that's just beautiful. And it's been a pretty nice summer here, although too hot and too smoky right now from forest fires, but I love when we can get outside. And Muffin and I've been just taking him on walks constantly. I don't feel like doing anything but just going on walks with my dog. So that's been good. And so that's a little update. It's August, almost September. My birthday's September. I always want to look great on my birthday, so that's always depressing. And I always want to do something fun for myself. So we'll see. See how what runs maybe in September. Yesterday I was so happy about being able to run a little bit again that I bought myself new running shoes, so I'm excited. I bought myself a new running pack. I bought myself a new waterproof jacket for running, so I'm ready for the winter. I'm super excited about that because it's great to be outside and moving and being with Muffin. And so I just barely, I don't do mile, 2 mile, 5Ks. If I can, is my goal to run a whole 5K again, but I'm not pushing myself. I just want health and health for the rest of my life. I would like to get back lean again. I would like to compete again eventually. We'll see. I would like to not have to be upset when I look in the mirror or look at pictures or wear clothes too big. We'll see. I just want to be healthy and be able to do the stuff I want to do. So I'm grateful for my strong body, and grateful for my life, and grateful for where I live and everything I can do and do. It's really fantastic. So gratitude. Must remember that no matter what. And we will see. We will see where my fitness goals will be. So that's it. I hope you're all well. Leave a comment. Bye.